Enhance your experience by becoming a supporting member. Gain access to unseen videos and video requests. 3-day free trial by visiting zionmembership.com. Those ones, empaths. This video, many of you are going to disagree with. Many of you will disagree with it, right? But I felt like it's something I need to put out, right? For those of you that are struggling with closure, I think this is going to help you get the closure that you actually need, right? But before I get into that, I just wanted to bring to your attention about the end of the month empath group meeting on the 30th of this month. Also, I'm running one-to-one sessions now, so if one-to-one sessions, you want something tailor-made and fitted to your situation, maybe I can shed some light on that, so it will help you in that way. And also, if you don't like being on video call, etc., you can always reach out for the crisis email support. But I'll get into the video now. Look, you're in a position, right, that you've awoken to the narcissist. Okay? You've awoken to what they are. You know what they are. So many people don't wake up to the narcissist involved in their life. They don't wake up to them, right? So you're already in another fold, okay? Now, if you're going through struggling with closure, what you've got to understand is this is a purposely deliberate attack on you, because the narcissist in their mind that was involved in your life knows if they give you the closure that you need, you'll be able to move forward with your life. So they want to keep you hanging on a string, right? They want to keep you dangling, okay? This is what I think many of you are not going to agree with, and I don't hear this on other channels. What I suggest you do, right, is you contact them one last time. One last time. You could have reached out to them, they're ignoring you, giving you silent treatment, manipulating you, whatever's happening, right? When I tell you to reach out one last time, please make sure this is the final words that you say, right? You've already discovered so much information about them from this channel, from our channel, from other channels alike. You've discovered information about narcissists involved in your life, right? You're not going to get closure from them. You need to accept that. You're not going to actually get closure from the narcissist. The narcissist that was involved in your life is not going to sit down with you, talk things through amicably, and you both go your separate ways. It's not going to happen. They're not going to do that. They want to keep you in a lost mindset where you don't, you're going to be confused. You feel like you need answers, right? What I need you to get into your mind is forget about those answers you need to hear from them. You don't need to hear nothing else from this narcissist's mouth, right? Prepare for this. Because this final contact that I'm telling you to do, you're not going to hear anything back from them, most likely. You're not going to hear anything back. I can't say always, but most likely you're not going to hear anything back. And many of you be going, Zion, what is the point of saying one last thing if I'm not going to hear anything back? The reason why I'm telling you to say one last thing, right, is this. Before you do it, I need you to come to terms in your heart, mind, and soul that this relationship is over. It's done. It's beyond repair. Right? It's done. It's over. Okay? And I want you to strategically put together some words. Not too long. Not too short. Just whatever you... Well, it could be short. Whatever you want to say. Right? But don't make it too long. right? And you say to them something like, I know what you are, right? You know, I should have never let someone like this in my life. You know, I done my best by you. You know, you're never going to find someone like me again wherever you search for. You are a manipulator, you are a deceiver, you lie, you're sick in the head. What, you just say something, right? And use that as your drawing the relationship to a close, right? After you send the message, some time will pass. You may not hear anything back. You're going to think to yourself, you're going to think in your head, why did you send the message? You're going to start ruminating about that. Like, why did you send the message? But I'm telling you, right? This will prove to you that, you know, this will be your closure. I want you to put together some words, structure some words together that will be your closure. Like, I know that many of you are going to say this is the wrong idea, but what I'm trying to say to you is many of you are struggling with the finality of the relationship. And that's why I'm saying go through it in your mind, heart and soul, that the relationship is over, and you just tell them about themselves. You tell them that you don't want them back. You tell them you want nothing more to do with them. This gives you the final discard, right? Even if they're the one who cut you off, even if they're the one who's ignoring you, even if they're the one who's giving you silent treatment, even if they're the one... But know when you do this, you know, it's a possibility that they will message back. But it's highly likely they'll be lost for words and not know what to say back to you. That's the reason why you won't hear anything back from them. They'll be lost for words. They won't know what to say, right? But you have the final discard then. And they're going to read it, right? However you contact them, right? Social media, message, whatever, right? However you contact them, they're going to read the message. They're narcissists, right? They're going to read what you said. Even if they've blocked you, they're going to read it in their spam email, in their spam messages, you know? That's what they'll do. They're going to check for that, right? So, send one last final thing for your closure. But make sure you don't message again. Make sure, look, other things are going to come to your mind that you wish you said, or you could have said, things of that nature. Forget about those things, right? Forget about those things when they creep up, you know? When they come along and you start thinking, oh, maybe you should have said this, maybe you should have said that. Forget about that. Just prepare for maybe a day or so, or a couple of days, that the relationship is over. You know, the relationship is done. It's done from your side. It's over. They're not calling the shots. You're calling the shots, right? And you tell them you want nothing more to do with them. So at least they know that you're not this revolving door that they can come and circulate back into your life. You know? At least they'll know that. You're not someone who's just waiting for them. And going forward from that, it will bring you a sigh of relief, you know? For example, you know, even like, I don't know what you've said in your messages before, you know, maybe you've already said enough, you know? If you've said something like, I want to work this out, do you want to work this out? Like, and they're ignoring you, you can just send one last message and just tell them exactly what they are and how you want nothing to do with them. I want you to grow disgusted by them, right? Because this person, this narcissist that was involved in your life, is never going to give you the closure that you need. They're never going to give it to you. The closure is going to come from within you, right? And this message that you send as a final one will be something that helps you tremendously. You know, I've heard of people sending the final message and then blocking them. I wouldn't even advise you to block them, because then you're going to be wondering if they message back and this and that and this and that and this and that. You know, I don't really agree with blocking and things of that nature. You know, but if you tell them about themselves, you tell them you want nothing more to do with them, tell them they're a waster, they're a lost cause, you tried your best with them, you tried to help them, they took you for granted, you'll be able to come up with something. You know, I'm just rattling off random things, but you'll be able to come up with something meaningful for your personal situation. You know, you'll be able to come up with something meaningful. And perhaps, look, people are going to always disagree. All channels that you watch are going to tell you the opposite of this. But I know that by you having the last words, right? You having the last words gives you that edge, you know? You having the last words, you saying the final thing. The final thing doesn't even have to just be, it doesn't even have to just be, you don't even have to call them out. You could say something just final and know that's the final message that you're going to send. I should have probably said that earlier. You could say something like, it doesn't have to be you going for them realistically. It doesn't have to be you going for them, calling them out or whatnot. You could just say a final few words and know that that's the last message that you're going to send to them, and leave it as that, right? Leave it to destiny, right? And then I want you to focus on, like I said, I want you to prep before you do this. I want you to know in your heart, mind, and soul that the relationship is over. I want you to know that deep down. So when you're writing this message, know that it's the final time. I've heard of other people doing this, and it's helped them in their journey. It's helped them in their healing. And the thing is about this final message that you send, it will actually help further down the line. Because what you can know in your heart, mind, and soul is you tried. You know? A genuine person that received a message that said, I want nothing to do with you, blah, 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 da, 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 da. If they're genuine, they'll be like, what's going on? Like, why are you thinking like this? Why? Da, 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 da. Do you know what I mean? They're not. They're going to be lost for words. They're not going to know what to say because you've called them out on their BS. They're not going to know what to say. They're not going to know how to converse with you. Right? A lot of you, are going through the narcissist ignoring you or giving you silent treatment because they don't know the words to say to you. That's honestly why they do it. They're also doing it to punish you. They think that they're so important that them ignoring you is punishing you. You know, someone doesn't want to speak to you. Someone wants to walk out of your life. Let them go. And that's what I'm saying to you. Rather than you thinking in your head, oh, you want to hear their words on a certain subject. You want to hear them discuss further points, things of that nature. No, you don't need to hear anything more that they have to say. That's what this final message is about. You're not sending it for a response. All the messages or texts or phone calls that you had prior before, you wanted to hear what they had to say. You wanted a response. You wanted to hear what they had to say. And even in times when you was speaking to them, they wasn't engaging with you properly. They wasn't speaking to you properly, right? So you don't need to hear what they have to say anymore. You know? You don't have to hear, I want you to not want to hear what they have to say. That's how you're going to get the closure. Right? And that's why I'm saying this final message that you send across to them will help you tremendously. Because you'll always know in your heart, mind and soul, that, you know, maybe the message is prior, like you were giving, you were still giving, you were being a savior, you were saying, let's fix this, let's sort this out, let's reconcile, let's sort this out, and they didn't want to listen, you know, or they were being mean, or they were being cruel, you know, and then you get that opportunity to say the final words, I want nothing more to do with you in my life, you know, go and be with your new supply. Go and do what you want to do. You'll never find someone like me ever again. You know, they're going to be shocked that you actually, because they're thinking in their heads that you're going to be stuck. You're going to be stagnating. You're not going to be able to get closure. You're not going to know what to do, right? That's what they're thinking in their heads, what you're going through. No, you're not. You send the final message. Like I said, you can call them out on their BS. You can just say a couple of words. Whatever's best for you, you'll know what's best for you, and you'll know what's best for the appropriate time. You say the final thing, and you leave it, right? If they do respond, and you do want to start engaging with them again, that's your call. But realistically, I don't see why you need to engage with them anymore. You know? The thing that I brought up at the beginning of the video is you've woken up to they're a narcissist. What do you want from this person anymore? You've woken up to they're a narcissist. There's nothing you want from them, you know? People that do this type of treatment, these type of horrible things, these narcissists involved in your life, what do you want from them? There's no words that they can say that can help fix the situation. There's nothing they can do. They're worthless, you know? They're worthless. So this closure is going to come from within you, right? So after you send that final message, that's it. It's done. You washed your hands with it. Start focusing on yourself. Focusing on bettering your life. Focus on what's important to you. You know? Remember, like, you were born in this world alone and you die alone. You know? No one should have that much importance that you feel like you can't survive in the world without them. You know, I understand that you grow close to someone and you realize that they're not who they said they was, and you know, it can be painful, it can be hurtful, but honestly speaking, you've woken up to they're a narcissist. That's why you're different. You've been educating yourself on this channel, on our channel, and other channels alike. You've been learning information, you've been educating yourselves. It doesn't matter. They don't matter, you know. And ultimately, the reason why they've gone their way, is down to God and the universe, you know. I know you may have felt like they were your soulmate or your partner, lifetime partner. But sometimes when someone walks out of your life, it's actually for the greater good. As hard as that is for you to hear, when someone goes out of your life, it's actually God causing them to be led astray, causing them to miss their blessing they had with you. They're going to remember it, right? Thing is it's not the last you've heard from them either. It's just you want a response now. You want to hear what they have to say about the situation now. But a lot of the times they go quiet, right? They go quiet to deny you the closure that you need, to punish you. That's ultimately what they're trying to do. They're trying to punish you. So if you know that someone out there, this narcissist involved in your life, is trying to punish you, you know, there's nothing more that you need from them. There's honestly nothing more that you need from them. So anyway, thank you for watching today. Please press the like and the subscribe button. It will help with the algorithm. If you would like to join the Empath group meeting at the end of the month, or you'd like a one-to-one session, or you'd like some crisis email support, links for all those will be in the description box. So anyway, if you'd like to know more about why you're a staple in the narcissist life, click this video here. So anyway, I'll be back on another video soon. Peace.